How's it going, guys?
What's going on? How are you?
It's another
This was
day.
gonna be a special episode. We're a day ahead of our regular schedule from Wednesdays. Um, we're doing it today because I wasn't gonna be available tomorrow, and so instead of me being on the road and try to stream it live, we decided just to move it one day ahead. So that's where we're at.
Yes, sir. Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
We're in the future.
And you know
Really?
what? Either way, for if we would have done it tomorrow, there was no special guests or anything. It was just gonna be us around the table,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
talking
You
dogs.
know,
Any issues or concerns that we have, we could bring them up to light or whatever.
like I like when it's just I like having our guests and everything. I really do. But when it's just us three, because it's just us three, like, we do our own thing. There's
Right.
no whatever controversy we want to bring up, we bring up. If there's we don't have to tiptoe around different subjects and this, that, and the third. No disrespect to anybody that's watching or whatever, but it's just we just say and do what we want. Like it is what it is. I like that energy.
Yeah, definitely no, for
Yeah,
sure.
no, it's fun.
Yeah. But my that situation I was in, like when I was happening earlier, it's been solidified again
It's
because
been resolved. Well, I'm glad.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
good. I'm happy for
yeah.
you.
And I really like the choice of what's about to happen in this. I mean,
I
like
probably
I didn't get to ask you about it, Dennis. Like you don't know anything about it. Like, yo, what do you think about that choice? Like where I'm gonna take this one to that one instead.
probably better than the other shit.
Yeah, it's better than using that Chihuahua I was gonna use.
You- We try to use them Rottweilers.
Yeah.
I just caught on to what you were saying again.
I don't trust nobody that says Rottweilers.
Oh,
I
Rockwilder.
got some Rottweilers and some pit bulls. Got some pit bulls and some Rottweilers.
But no, for real, I
What's
just
going
caught
on with
on to
that?
what you. I don't know what's going on. You glitched a little
Oh
bit.
yeah.
But no, I just caught on to what you said about it's better than the other shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
bro,
was
that was gonna
surprised, but
be.
hey, it's
I
okay.
was surprised. I was
Okay.
surprised. Hey, Gam, you good?
I think it's Gam's internet. Now he's
That's
there.
me.
He's good.
Yes, you.
All, all the kids are on their iPads. Like everybody's home.
Oh, there
They're
you
No,
go.
just
no, no,
logging on
no,
to the
no.
internet.
Tell me it's break time. So I
Well,
have
I'm
dinner.
glad you fixed
When?
your issue, your little dilemma you had going on, Ernest.
Me too. Me too. Like I'm glad it's because that's my man's. Like he is my man's. We're not super close, but yet at the same time, I mean, it is what it is. But gotta keep. I'd rather keep my even though we're not super close, we still have a respect level to each other. So I'd
Yeah.
rather keep that respect there, and that way we can build a better dog. Like that's the whole point of it. Like either way it goes,
Yeah,
like it's build a better dog.
Hey,
yeah, that's
Salvador,
what it
how's
is.
it going,
What
brother?
up, Saul? What up? What up?
What's
But
going on?
since we're on that, like since we're on it, we're not gonna bring it up in detail and this and the third of the who and what. But since we're on it, let's talk about using stud fees and switching them over to different bitches.
Hey, let's do it.
Like
Whoa.
Hmm.
Gam, you need to be a full sound effect person.
Who
So okay,
who ain't got no
elaborate
bitches
upon that.
So
about the
whenever
stuff?
yeah, you put in on the stud, you just put in on the stud. Don't really say where it's going or this, that, and the third. Or even if you do, do you think that say you picked the stud and you had female A, but then you still got bitch B and C in your yard, but then you decide to switch from A to a different bitch? Do you think that's acceptable?
I think if nothing's agreed upon, if you say, "Hey, I'm selling this semen and it's $50, $1,000,000, whatever the price is," and if it's sold, like, "Hey, I'm selling you this semen for this dog," you can do whatever you want. You can pour that shit out. You can breed it to whatever. If that's the
Well,
deal,
no.
if it's just about, if it's just about that, just the semen. But if it's like one of those like contracts and approved females and all that, okay, I can see that, or if that was agreed upon. But if it's just, hey, I'm buying semen, because I see that, right? People like, hey, I have this straws or a stud special or studs, and they never specify, and you're like, hey, how much is it? Here's the money, shoot it. Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah, that is true. Because that's why you have to be kind of transparent and make sure if it's just you have a stud and you have a stud that you opened up and you have a stud fee. Let's say you got a special going, or are you just buying for that special and it is what it is, or once you buy in into that special, does the stud owner says, okay, let me see your female to see if I approve if you're
Right,
gonna
right,
use it or not.
Yeah, I think
right.
that's got to be agreed before.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Yeah,
plus,
that's what.
if it's not, it's. I think this conversation we had it me and you again before. Whether let's say it's a retail store. You have a receipt, Ernest, as well. You come
Yeah,
back to the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
store and say, "Hey, well, I want to exchange this product for something similar to it at equal price." Okay, but if it's not equal price, then the stud owner could say, "Okay, yeah, I'll exchange it for you, but you're gonna pay the difference of so much." So let's say you get some Air Force Ones at $50, but you want to go buy some Jordans at $150. All right, cool. I'll honor the $50 for the Air Force Ones, but you're gonna pay the difference, for
Right.
the J's. So it all has to be
Like,
discussed between both parties.
Yeah, if
and
it's
yeah, yeah. Like I agree with that. Like, if you're locking into like a special price, or you're just like, hey, I want to use that mail for the future. I mean, and then even if there's a conversation like, oh, I think this would do real nice with this one, yada yada, but there was nothing agreed upon in the beginning. We
Yeah,
just agreed, like, if you're just gonna agree on price or agree on using the stud and it's open to your program, I think, it stays in the program, but if you don't, you can still go and ask if it can get used outside the program. I mean, most people aren't with that. I mean, I guess for me, I'm different. You paid for it. I don't care where you put it.
yeah,
Because, if you got a mail or whatever, your program is coming up to par, well, I think this stud is actually really, really nice. And I think this stud can do wonders like everywhere. And it's just one of those situations, like, because, this stud was going to be used somewhere outside of the yard or be put somewhere. It shows what he can really do with the masses instead of anything like anything you're going to do a line bringing. It shows us outcross. It shows us F1 potential. And that's where I'm really at with the stud. Like, the stud would be really nice to use almost anywhere.
yeah.
yeah. No, no, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, again, and it just all depends on, what was agreed upon, right? Because I do see some
Yeah.
people, they're just like, hey, stud or whatever. I see people post like, anybody have a stud, and everybody post their dogs on there. So like, to me, in that situation, I think that means it's open, right? Like I send it to you, you want it, and I see people with, selling like semen from dogs that are dead, or that they just bought on their own and then they sell it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
right? Like, hey, you know what? I bought this 2 years ago. It's been frozen over here. You want it?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's, but I guess if, depending, but transparency is probably still your best bet as far as,
Always your best. Always your best.
business. At least, like, hey, heads up, just want to let you know, I'm gonna send it over here to my partner,
Right,
right?
right, right. My partner.
I'm gonna send it to my partner over here. But then they might say, oh, who is that? Oh no, I don't like dude.
Nah, you like that, boy. Yeah,
No, no,
right,
who
right.
is it? Oh no, no, no. Then but then I've seen people get stuff to get to other people. Like, nah, I don't like this dude, but I'm gonna.
Yeah,
But I
but they
like his
send them.
lines.
But I like
Right,
his
right, right.
dog, and I'm gonna buy a dog from, you know, from the
Or they
homie.
send in they
Homie.
send in the spy to do it for them. Like, hey,
Yeah,
me and this person don't get along. Hit them up, try to get this price, and I give it da 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 da. That's a whole lot. Like, for me personally, I don't care. We ain't got to get along.
yeah,
We
Oh
don't.
yeah, business is business.
Business is business. Right? That's like your program. Like, it's all about the dog. Like that's why I think if we just exclude personal feelings and look at our overall goal and our overall plan is to better the breed structurally, temperament, whatever the case may be. So if somebody hit me up and I wasn't really cool with, and they're like, "Hey, bro, I really want to use that dog." Okay, let me see what you got, yada yada, and I'm just gonna go based off the dog, not you, because the whole purpose is to make a better dog, not better friendships. We ain't here for friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some people that are really petty and they won't even take your call. They be like, man, F this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
You know?
I have people
Oh,
advertising dogs for sale, and then I hit them up, and they just ghost me.
Yeah.
So it
Or
happens.
they
me
might
and
just, you hit them up and they might just jack the price up with what
Yeah,
they had originally. And like, oh, just for you, that's another two
oh
grand
yeah,
on top
yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
yeah.
For you, 4 grand.
Yeah.
But for them, and hey, to each their own. You can do whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sure,
But
you
hey,
are your program, you can choose it, but that right there just becomes faulty. Like, why would you do that? Like
people are weird.
if I came to somebody and they told me a dog, they told my buddy the dog is 2,000, and I came to you, you told me it's 4,000. I'm gonna screenshot it and I'm gonna laugh in your face. I'm like, yo, like don't even try that. Like you know me,
Yeah.
I'm just not that type, and especially the way things have been going lately, I just don't really. My fuse is real short lately, and especially like, I don't know, man. I'm just, I just don't know, man.
I think it's just Florida.
Yeah, it's that weather. What is it like over there right now?
It's
I don't
Or
know,
snowing.
man.
what do you guys have over there
Um,
besides
it's cold.
besides
It's
orange juice?
orange juice.
Yeah, isn't that Florida oranges?
Oh, I'm like, what?
Oh man, see,
Um, my fault. I didn't catch a joke. It's cold. Well, to them it's cold. To me, it feels good.
you still got that bomb shelter over there. What'd you say? The army base.
Yeah, it's a little ways away. And
Okay,
That's what's up.
what's up with you, Dennis? You have any stud things going on? You have anything going on?
No, you know what? People, I advertised one of my males for stud, and he's open. He's open to anything and whatever out there.
Oh yeah,
As long as they're willing to pay the stud fee, we're good.
Oh, it's not free.
Oh no, no, no.
Oh shit! Thought you were doing free deals.
Oh
Free
no,
99.
no. Free 99. No, that doesn't count out here.
You're gonna take it to a bully.
Hey, create bigger bullies. Fuck it.
The Mexican bull.
There you go. What about you, Gam?
oh,
I know you got a couple of boys
Uh,
out there.
yeah, I have two males. They're I don't advertise them up for stud, but from the
Some
Beaver
money.
State.
Yeah.
I have two, but I don't really advertise them like that for stud. But they're open. But I've said it before, like I'm a little pricey.
Yeah.
Just I mean,
Yeah, I have one of my males. He's closed though. He's just for me. They ask for him, but the only way I'll really take him out is, if they come out correct. But overall, he's close and he could stay close.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's that, right? It's just like, hey, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, he's closed. Maybe open him up, maybe not.
Hey, Salvador got a a good question. There you go, man. For any podcast viewers, 50% off.
Uh, code let loose.
There you go.
Code let loose.
No,
No,
but you know what? I'm willing to work with anybody, depending on their females. What they bring to the table and what they are. I'm willing to work. I don't do pup back deals. Um, I was gonna do on one occasion. I was gonna do one, and that's because that female. I've seen her in person. I seen her as a pup, and I seen her what she turned out to be, and I really liked it.
yeah.
Um, And yeah, when he came to me, he asked me, "What's up, man? Can we do a put back deal?" I agree on it. She didn't take. It is what it is, and but occasionally I don't do that. The female really has to be, bringing something to the table that's going to help my program.
Yeah, or something that you're really looking for, right? Or
Yeah,
collaboration, or yeah, no, that works out. I think yeah, depending on the female, the male, the pairing of whatever. Sometimes people have something you're like, hey, I need that. How can
yeah,
how can we agree on something? Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
yeah. What about
There's
you,
somebody
Ernest? I know you got your boy out there.
who
Oh,
Which
you
one?
got two boys out there too. Tookie
no
and what's the other one name?
who little dude?
No, no,
Tookie.
no, no. Um, the guys that have the other male, Tookie's brother.
Oh, Charlie, Nas.
Yeah, yeah.
Nas will never be open to anybody.
No,
No, Nas will always stay. No, he stays here. He's never open to anybody. He's only gonna be if I ever want to do a duel, like see which one, like the hybrid vigor, and see which one produces better. That's for me. Like I'll never open
yeah.
him to anybody. Um, Tookie's available. He's available to approved females. You can use them for ABF1. You can do an English F1. You can take them to your oldie. I'm open to put them anywhere. You can do hybrid dogs. It doesn't really matter to me. No. His pedigree is really solid. He's a solid dog. If you want to use him, he's there. And what are you about to ask me?
No, no. It's more. It's just a question out there for both of you guys. Just because I was listening, and we had this discussion before about hybrid vigor, right? How hybrid vigor is the
Hold on,
exclusions of the.
before we go all the way, somebody's asking. I was trying to bring this up. Somebody's asking how far back do we look at a pedigree? I look at all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could,
No,
but you
I just
really
look
have
at
to see what really counts in the pedigree because you're not 10 gens back. Those dogs really don't exist no more. On you know,
no. I don't. It's Karen Bale. When she's asking like when, like how far. Me personally, there's just a scientific method to what I use as far as coding and what I'm looking for inside the pedigree. I mentioned it some time back, and I'm never going to be the type to ever repeat it. You got to go back to that episode and listen to what that was. Um, Certain key points on the male side and then also the female side, I feel are very, very important as far as breeding goes and where the genetic code falls in and where they don't exist at all in your breeding.
yeah.
And that's one reason why, I did that F1 breeding to create Tookie and the litter I have now.
That makes sense.
So, yeah, I mean, some people say 4 generations is all you look at. I like the 4, but I truly 100%, I do like that 4, um, as well as I like the 2 dogs in front of me. So I look at the 2, and then I look at the 4, and then see where that falls in. But then if you go in the pedigree database, I always look at how many and what percentage of line breedings and where those generations of how many times the line breeding where they fall in play. So it just varies on the pedigree and the dog, honestly.
Yeah, no, for sure. We got a question on Instagram too. Gonzo's American Bulldog. He's like, "What's up, fellas? Who has one of the nicest females out there? I know it's personal preference, but I'd like a large female."
One of the nicest, man, there's this one dude I know. He has this one dog and he won't let me get it. Um, what's her name? Athena.
Oh,
Hey, you can
um,
get one of her offsprings once they're ready.
yeah. So I'm still waiting on. One of the night who asked this question?
Gonzo's American Bulldog. Um, he's on IG.
And he's looking for a big female.
He oh, he wants a big female. He wants big dogs.
and tell him I got one right here in the backyard. Come pick
There
her
you
up.
go. There you go, Gonzalo. Hit up Gam.
I got you.
You really got one? What you got?
Yeah,
Nah,
it's a breed too.
I got 2 nice females.
Well, you
He
got
does.
Daisy and who's the other?
I got Daisy, she's already full grown, and then Vagar's nice. She's nice. Dak's producer, but that's Kimber and Diesel daughter, but she's
I know
nice.
you. I remember. I know you're talking. I remember that. As far as like big bitches go,
But yeah, who's really advertising or has some dogs that I
and the only one I can think of that probably has one of the biggest like big bitch size. That's William Ryan's. He has one. I don't know if it's for sale or nothing, but I just know he has big bitches.
Well, you seen I know Randy Pam has big dogs. Ernest, I know you seen a couple of his females. I don't know if you know, you'll
Oh
have
yeah, there's some. It just I don't know who's like really advertising. Or if you see them, I think most of the time the studs like get all the. I think Randy asked that too. Who's the top stud? I
Yeah.
think most of the time, right? People just advertise the males.
Yeah, it's like that's what's
Or the
crazy. Everybody
females.
thinks that the male makes the program, well, really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
But
it's because the way it works, right? So you can stud them out. So
yeah.
you could do that shit 100 times, but your female you gotta wait, and that's where you gotta be selective, right? So
Sergio, you got
Oh
128
yeah,
pounders out there.
Serge got some dogs. My fault, Serge.
Yeah, he does. He
My fault.
has
I
big
don't.
dogs.
I forgot. I forgot about the whole family, man. I forgot. He got some big dogs.
Yeah. There you go. Martin got big
And
females too.
there you go.
So
let's
Gonzo, there you
see.
go. There's a couple of people that you could hit up on Facebook that
But the
have
best,
what you're
but
looking
who is the
for.
top stud? The best studs.
Yeah,
Man,
so back up to
you
Randy's
know,
question. Who has the top stud
okay,
in your opinion on the market right now?
that is really
Like
before I go any
stud,
further.
stud as
That
far
it
as it's
like
open.
or has reproduced himself or really added to puppies.
I think I'm just thinking like stud, like who looks good.
Who has let's say the hottest stud, not what they've done.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. See,
males, um, male to sell some litters.
The male sells the litters, he said.
I'm not gonna agree with that either. I'm definitely 100% not agreeing into that either.
yeah.
It's a
I think,
comparison of both dogs.
but no,
Both
but as
dogs
far as the market goes, right? That's why
no,
most people advertise the stud for that reason, right?
no. Like I still can't agree with that either because if
Yeah,
it
you
wasn't
don't
for
think?
Peloti's, no. If it wasn't for Peloti's, my last litter wouldn't have sold like they did. They like they looked at the dad and they said he's a nice looking dog, but would really like them out. And it's
Yeah,
like people fail to realize, like, man, let's think about it like this, man. Your mom is the number one person in your life. Your mom is the number one thing that holds everything together. And the same thing in our program. Without a solid bitch, bro, we ain't got nothing. We can
yeah,
breed to any male or whatever, but your bitch is really where everything in your genetic coding comes from.
yeah.
The,
But that's more in the breeding world, like a regular person, right? Like when they see like, oh, you have puppies, that's what that's where they're gonna be like, right?
let me look at both of them.
People like I just think a lot of people care about that. That's why like studs do that. They get that and they do like,
They got that
oh, this
wow
is
factor.
like
Yeah.
let's say like this is like a logic puppy. They don't even look at the parents, right? Unless you're like a breeder, but if you're just selling it to people, they're just like, oh yeah, that dog, that's the one, right? And that's how they sell it. That's why a lot of times people advertise the stud and they say the name of the sire, right? Because then people, oh, that's that. Okay, I'll buy two, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Or
well, for
or
the
maybe
most
it's
part,
that some people are so used to being in that market where the stud is everything on top of it when they're not realizing, oh, I got a bitch, but I'm going to use the male to market my program. It's not like that. And
yeah,
that's where I think people got it confused. You think the male is the most important. And then when they go use this male and this male is being used, they don't sell the puppies like they thought they were because what do people ask for? Oh, can I see the parents? Regardless if it's a breeder or not a breeder. Everybody asks you for the parents. And if the
yeah,
parents aren't looking good, because they're gonna be like, okay, I can see both here, what they look like and what they're gonna be. So if you're not having anything solid or quality in these dogs, then you're not gonna get anything sold. You're not gonna
but
produce like
but if you got a famous dad,
no.
you know what I'm saying? That's that's what happens. I'm in the lab right
I
now. What's
mean,
going down?
What's going on?
Fresh air
Yeah,
and
fresh
heating.
air.
771.
Yeah, there you go.
I got you.
That's Gonzo. That's Gonzo American
Oh
Bulldogs right
hell
there.
yeah!
Oh, hey.
I'm
Whatever,
about
man.
to turn the AC on right now.
Yeah.
You say just
Here,
God.
Martin says using a popular stud is a great short-term marketing strategy.
Market
Yeah,
exactly because using a popular stud, and the thing is, you think that popular stud has already done something or whatever, but he really hasn't done anything. Everybody's just using the dog, and it's put all over the market. But yeah, you can sell some puppies, but what are you gonna get after?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But that's why, like marketing. That's
Females
why.
usually much smaller than studs, and
Yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah,
I mean
because
it does.
even if they're impressive, right, and they could look good, but they're
Yeah,
gonna be like, let's say they're still solid 80. Even if the female's 100 pounds, but the male is still gonna be 120. He's gonna have another 4 inches on her, right? 6 inches.
yeah,
He's gonna be like, they're gonna be like,
It's
oh,
it's
that's what
that
I
girth.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah. The
that's
thing,
little. But I know what you're saying. Long term, right? Breeding, as far as breeding goes, yeah. But as far as like people buying puppies, right? People advertising, that's what I see in the market. Like, and most people aren't selling to other breeders.
True.
no,
Like, you have 6 puppies, 8 puppies. You sold them to pet, right? Regular people. Maybe they get, breeding rights, or maybe they do a breeding, but they're not like actual breeders. Maybe they buy a dog and they put something kennel on the end of their name,
Yeah.
but come to Texas and see.
Yeah. Sergio does have some of the
he got some of
biggest
the big
females out there I've
bitches.
seen.
Boy, yeah,
Um, yeah,
like he got big bitches, and I 100% always stand by that. I'm like, yo, I
yeah,
like big
he
bitches.
has this female called Big Bad Ruby.
Oh
Man,
man,
I think that bitch is like 26 inches at the wither.
that bitch is huge.
Yeah.
Dang,
Bitch
that's
is
the
huge.
BBW.
Something.
That's right, up Ernest Alley.
There you go.
You dumb as shit. You dumb as shit. You was hella dumb, bro. I don't. I
That's
like my dogs.
crazy.
I like my dogs BBW. But like,
No, but
man,
what I was gonna ask, guys, is because um I was looking at this podcast, and me and this guy had chopped it up already before, and he's the one that he only looks for hybrid vigor in his dogs. That's all he does. He doesn't do no line breeding and breeding, none of that shit. He just it's a
oh, I
hybrid
know what
vigor
you're
guy.
talking about. I know what you're talking
Explosives of the genes, right?
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
And so he, like he said, and because he breeds only for performance. That's what he's looking for, just performance. But okay, the Belgian Malinois, right? That dog it's one of those dogs that you cannot confuse what is he, right? But see how much drive and how much drive and explosive that dog is. So, do you think by inbreeding and line breeding, you still get the same results as the hybrid vigor?
Wait. So,
Yeah, I mean, so if you're inbreeding for those certain traits, right? But yeah, I can see where you get that, like where you're gonna blow up the gene pool, but it probably not gonna be as consistent. And then
Yeah,
to get it again,
because
you're gonna
hybrid vigor you cannot reproduce that, right?
yeah.
If you start, that's why they say the explosive of the genes. That's why outcross and you might get one of those freaks, one of those dogs that you'll be like, damn. But the rest of the litter might not be that.
Yeah.
So, but
mm,
since the Belgian is consistent of in look and phenotype, and that most of those fucking dogs have that drive and that go go go. So wouldn't you consider that dog is somehow hybrid vigor in his lines?
so hold on, man. I gotta go back to your question. So
Oh, go
he
ahead, go ahead.
doesn't do any line breeding He doesn't care about that. He's only looking for performance and this, that, and the third, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then what's the rest of the question?
So you see how the Belgian Malinois is a dog that is a go go go, right?
Yeah.
It seems like that fucking dog is it's always when you breed another Belgium to another Belgium, seems like they always, have that hybrid vigor because they're, you know, fucking they're always a go go go. It's a strong dog, has a lot of prey, but so in those lines, inbreed and line breed on those dogs to have that line. But it seems every time hybrid vigor is only a one time thing when you have that explosion of the genes. How is it that the Belgian has that all the time?
Timberman traits pass on.
Okay.
I can say that for
Yeah,
like temperament,
it'll be
like the
genetic.
temperament of a dog. Yeah, temperament of a dog is usually like people always say, "Oh, you're gonna breed for this, you breed for that, and you're not gonna
Exactly,
get a
Martin.
full litter." What do you say?
Just keep selecting for it.
Yeah,
And that's what
because
we said.
in
Selecting is
in
the
the
key.
litter, yeah, because in the litter you're gonna see those ones that carry that trait.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm gonna say a dressur's litter. Now I have 3 out of the 7
I
that's
agree, CJ.
100% that are 100% on Goma, and this is a
Yeah.
100% outcross. So, and I think if I take that and I literally breed for the performance, you're just breeding for that. And the Belgian Malinois is always bred for that performance. So if you're not doing an outcross, if you're just doing 100% outcross, and you're just breeding for that type and trait, you're gonna always get it because the mind genetic is the easier thing to hold on to than creating a physical genetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with that, if you're selecting by just like drive alone, right? It's probably going to be
Yeah,
easier to get that, and then by selection, you'll. But I bet you, if you ask that person, they're gonna say like, "Oh, this dog, I've had 7 dogs after this, and they're bad, but they'll never be like this one,"
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
And maybe the look, yeah, because they're easier, they're locked in, so they're not gonna look different. But maybe they're gonna give up quicker. Or they're not gonna be as smart as the other one. And to the regular person, like, hey, he's just as smart as the other one. But if they're gonna be competing, they're gonna be like, hey, this guy, no dog hits as hard as that dog, my last
Yeah.
dog, right? So I can see that.
Here, Martin has an opinion here.
Look at the cheetahs. They are most undiverse species on the planet, and are all go 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 straight performance animals. I know a little bit about cheetahs because 2 hours from my house, they have the most successful breeding program in captivity.
Here you go.
What in the Tiger King? That's crazy.
and he's over talking about what hello from Beaver Country.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Hey,
that's
Martin.
actually Cheetah Town. Yeah. See, so they're, I think,
Like that's a
but
genetic lock in a cheetah. I mean, that's a cheetah. I mean, it's
but I
designed
I
to be
think,
that way. And the same thing with with the Malwa. If you're gonna
Yeah.
keep breeding for it and breeding for it, you're gonna always have it.
but and that's what goes back to like what we were talking about before, right? Letting the animals do their thing. Because let's say you have, which has happened in this breed and other breeds, you have these dogs, right? And you're breeding because they look good, and then you no longer need performance. So then I'm gonna buy one, right? And then I'm gonna want the most docile one, and then I'll breed to another one that's the most chill, right? And now I breed those. So we keep going that way with the temperament, and eventually you're gonna lose that.
So selecting is the key
So you have to keep selecting on based off of that,
of what.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, off of what you want in your program. That's where you get away. Cheetahs actually consistently inbreed, then get
No,
outcrossed and
it's
repeat the process for cats. They inbreed the most.
There you go.
See, and yeah, it just it goes back and forth, and you need both, right? I think they go hand in hand,
Yep.
because eventually you're gonna have to do one or the other, right?
Yeah.
That's just the way to get the best results. You do both. You do it long enough, you have a formula, a method, and boom, and it works out.
Yep.
But
yeah.
selection is key, right? Because sometimes they develop differently. You toss the one that didn't look good now, looks good later, right? Or you kept the one that looked good and is good, but then it doesn't produce, right? And then based off your
Yeah.
program, what is good enough to keep? Because what if it's looks, but there's no drive? What if it's drive, but no looks? It just depends on what's important to you.
True. Yep.
Like, in your program every day, what do you want to go for? Because let's be honest, some of these like high performing dogs, they don't look that cool.
That's true.
They're not
Yeah.
very like. If you look at them, they're like, oh, look at this fool. But he's jumping 10 feet over a swimming pool
But they do.
and
Yeah.
catching a frisbee, right? But if you see them walking, you wouldn't look twice. So
Yeah.
that's what it comes down to. What do you want?
True. I have another question. You think pre-potent is only on males, or can females have it too?
Mm.
Is there a right and wrong? Is there a
No,
scientific?
no, it's just it's
No, it's not. It's based on opinion. I have my opinion. I believe
I love it.
it's both. Females could have it, males could have it as well. Um, and I feel that there's some studs out there that get used, and they feel that they throw that consistency because they're pre-potent, but they don't see the female. Maybe it's the female that's pre-potent. That's why those pups look so good. You breed that male to something else, pups might not be
So,
looking so
but
good. But
wait,
you use that female to another
before
male, same thing. Pups look really nice.
okay, so some people don't know what that means. So prepotent is the ability to pass on consistent traits. So if you don't know what that means, we'll let you know first.
There you
Now,
go.
in my opinion, you want to know is a female the only one that does it, or can a male do it?
No. Usually pre-potent, they always say that it's on the males. I'm asking, can the females have
Oh,
pre-potency
for
as well?
sure.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It actually
Absolutely.
would make more sense that it's the female, because if we go back to like, hey, that's a foundation, like you get a good bitch, so it would make more sense.
I'm gonna say
But yeah, we always refer to it in the stud because then it's like, oh, what did he? What does he throw? And you don't really.
but has he,
A
but he
lot of people don't
hasn't.
consider. Yeah, they don't think about, like you said. Maybe some females he doesn't throw as good, but they don't really consider it. Like, hey, maybe it was the female. Damn, what'd you call me?
True, Martin. Yeah.
He's 100% right.
Yeah.
Like so, I think you can have it in either dog, depending on what genetics you bred for to lock in into this trait. Right? Like they have it in their trait and they can do it, then you can definitely have it in every dog.
Yeah.
And how do you get to that pre-potent?
Inbreed.
Okay. Okay.
My fault, Professor.
Okay. No, yeah.
Yeah,
Inbreeding.
that would help with the consistency.
I mean, I can tell you exactly how, but just inbreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can heavily line breed, you can do all that to do it. But, let's say you have two bitches that are from the same father, same mother, they're exactly the same. You can't say both of them are going to do it. You can't. We just had this discussion just the other day. You
Yeah.
got to breed them to know which one actually reproduces that genetic. Then
Yeah.
you know which one's the better bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You could do the inbreeding and the line breeding, right? But you could be doing it off of the wrong dogs.
True.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to check
Yeah,
which bitch
and
is
you
it.
and you won't get the same results, because sometimes
Yeah.
that's what people think, like, oh, why have the litter mate to that dog? So it's
Oh,
just
yeah,
so
facts.
that's not gonna,
Yeah, and
No.
that's a conversation me and Ernest were having yesterday. He was
Yeah.
asking me, about two dogs that they're, sisters, belly sisters. And I told them, I was like, the outcome might, is gonna be different because one female might produce better than the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like that's
Yeah.
one thing. Like even So like I can even be super excited about what I have. Like, yo, because I got Monroe. Hey, yo, what the hold on.
Oh, whoa.
Lights out. Hold on, man. Don't tell me, man. All right.
You went.
Oh,
Like we've been no, because me and Dennis been in the studio for a minute in my life. Like, no, it's on the timer. It's like, nah, it's been going for over an hour.
you
I'm
got to
like, yo,
move
y'all really couldn't see me. Y'all like turn that light on, you black ass.
out. Yeah.
So, so there's the thing, like where I'm sitting at in my program. You know, when we're talking about consistency, if the female has it to reproduce it, I'm just gonna say I say the female does have that potency because I'm looking at Wolfina. Wolfina is completely a identical match to Philotes. Built like her, lays like her, acts like her, completely to a T.
Yeah.
Monroe has some genetics from the pedigree that have passed into her. So I can't say if I'm looking at both dogs, which one I think will be more consistently to give me more Titan trait is the one that looks more like the mom. Now I'm not going to say that Monroe can't do it because she does have some genetic traits of Molly and everything in their pedigree. So I'm going to end up breeding them kind of similar, the same, but yet they're going to go to different dogs. But so while I'm doing this theory of different dogs, even though it doesn't matter, we were just talking about same dog,
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
system, but not for me. Um, I'm still going to use a male that has some of the coded of pedigree to see if Monroe still throws that genetic that I'm looking for. Because if it still shows consistency in the line, then I still know I have a consistency in Monroe. I mean in Wolfie. If the genetics are truly there and they're meant to be passed on for generations on generations, that's when you know you're really on to something to what lines you started with, what lines you believe in. And I'm just gonna say it. Dennis, can you just give a round of applause to yourself, my boy?
Oh, sure.
He said,
Hmm.
he said,
Press that button. Because I'm gonna just tell you, because and I've said this before you even got Diesel, I was in the same boat trying to get a dog from the same lines. But then you got it, and I said, I ain't gonna buy it. I'm just gonna watch and see what happens.
Hmm.
And then watching and seeing what happens, I was able to see Diesel in person, see the reproductions of Diesel in person, and then also looking at Gam's dog off Diesel. Let's look at Philotes off from Diesel line. Those genetics and everything that I was looking things that Diesel has produced has continuously produced that genetic. And now let's look at that genetic off of Diesel into the old. It still has the same genetic. Know your lines. Basically, all on that rant, just all I'm going to say is just know your lines.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Definitely.
yeah, it's important. It helps you out. You know, you get some answers. It gives you some freedom to make, you don't have to make as many mistakes, but only if you listen. If you're not, I see people, you give them the answers and they still mess it up. But,
That is true.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's right there in black and white. And they'll still be like, oh, let me do this. And it don't work
Well,
out, right?
Yeah.
that's the thing
And you
with
know,
freedom of choice, man. They have their
yeah.
own freedom to do whatever they want to do. I mean, they're going to hear you. It don't mean they
And you know
really
what?
listening.
And if you really want to know your lines, like what's in your lines, um, on traits and stuff like that, embark your dogs. Man, there's so much
Yeah, there's so
information in
much you
there
can. Yeah, so much.
that you'll be like, wow, you know, like just because I was playing with the embark a couple of days ago on my dogs and I was looking through everything. But there's a gene in there where it tells you if your dogs carry a long to normal length tail, or if you have one of those score crew tails, or if they're short or whatever, they'll
Yeah.
tell you there. So you'll know whether you want to, when you breed to a male or female, and if they're in bark, and you're like, man, I like this dog, but I've seen in the past that they produce screwed tails, and that's something you don't want. That's a pet peeve for me. I don't like dogs with screwed tails or king tails. Man, look at that in bark, and man, you'll save yourself from going through that.
Yeah, you can see and then compare it, right?
Yeah,
You already know. Or if you're trying to figure out where it came from,
yeah,
right? Whether you mind it or not, you're like, hey, cool, but I don't know where it's coming from. Because the last
yeah,
four dogs I had did it. So it popped up somewhere. Let's see who had it.
Trace it back to. Yeah.
Yeah, for a bunch of stuff. I mean, it even gives you colors too.
Yeah.
Besides the health stuff, it gives you, a lot of stuff, information you kind of see, where it's at and test the accuracy
I'm,
of stuff too.
I'm still here, but I'm looking at some stuff on. I can't do both at the same time, so I have to like switch my screens.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at something for a genetic, but I'm. You just had to it remind me of something like, oh, I gotta remember to put that there. I'll tell you about it later. I'll put everything.
You
Hey,
gotta bookmark it.
yeah, like come on, man, you can't give everything out, bro.
Hey, subscribe to the channel. Only members. We'll go more in
Yeah.
detail on there.
Oh yeah, man, we need to really get on that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what we were talking about just the other day, we really need to get on that. Like, if people want to get more in detail of like the things that we really don't put out, we really need to know.
Yeah, it's good information for everybody. That's why, like, more and more people are, getting involved, sharing ideas. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I had a really good conversation with. Oh snap!
Oh yeah, paywall activated. 10 more seconds are gonna shut off.
Yep. But like I just had a conversation with a group of people yesterday, and it feels good that people are tuning in, listening, and really wanting to know like more information on things because we really are reaching the masses, man.
Yeah, and it's good that people share, their stuff too. And you're like, hey, you know what?
Yeah, and it's not like we know it all.
No, we don't.
It's not
We
like
don't.
I'm just throwing information out there that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I hit those books and I want to learn because hey, I'm learning every day. I just showed Ernest earlier what I had in my hand, and I was like, "Look, man."
Yeah, and I said, "Oh snap, let me go get that."
Yeah.
No, that's like so. That's one thing about Dennis and I, man, is constantly in a book, research, and then testing that theory with ourselves.
Yeah.
And like it's hard to in this world. Like it used to be never give out the information. Go find it for yourself.
It's gatekeeping.
Yes, and that's the way it is. Because that's the way it was when you're growing up in your family. There's family tradition. There's like grandma's secret recipe. You don't get that out. But like people, they never want to go find out for themselves. They want to go ask instead of like, let me do the research and figure this out and blah 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 blah. That just confuses me sometimes. Like, do you ever figure it out on your own?
Yeah, I think it goes both ways, right? Some people just don't want to go out and get the info or look it up. Then other people don't want to give nothing up.
Yeah. And some just look for the easy path,
Yeah.
I'm one of those.
What's the answers?
What is Martin? Martin answered your question. I'm seeing the comment. I guess he said inbreed type to type.
Yeah, that was surgery. Yeah.
Yeah, then he called you something up before that.
Yeah.
No, he was talking to you.
He called you a name.
No, he was talking to you, bro.
He called you a name. I was like, what's going on with that? What'd he call you?
Shut the fuck up.
What'd he call you?
Man, the way my day and like my weekends been, bro. Don't.
So
Yeah,
Martin. So Martin lives next to a cheetah sanctuary. Ernest lives next to a bomb testing zone. I'm learning a lot.
Dennis lives next to a fire hazard.
I'm out in the mountains.
He's in the mountains.
Man, like every time you go through that fire season, I'm like, yo, my boy.
Hey, luckily I haven't gotten evacuated, so it's all good.
Bro, I remember that one you went through. I called you like every day. Like, oh, you good?
Yeah.
Oh, you good? I remember there was one you're like, it's right by my house. I was like, bro, I couldn't even go like dead ass. I couldn't even go to sleep that day. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yo.
Oh, I know. Like,
bro. And then I didn't even hear from him. I didn't even hear from him the next day.
Oh,
it was raining Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah. He was going through a Noah's Ark on that bad boy.
I sure was.
Just come over here. We'll get some tamales going.
There you go.
Yeah.
Martin, too, I think he went through a storm or something last year or something that had something kind of crazy over there.
I don't don't know what they had up there.
It's pretty
I don't know,
chill.
man.
Yeah, but any questions, anything, guys, you want to bring up, or even the audiences, anything they want to ask, shoot it.
Yeah, and if we don't get to it this week, next week or whatever.
Yeah. And we're always open, man. You could hit our lines, send DMs or whatever. And, if you don't want to bring it up there, hey, we'll talk in a private conversation.
Yeah. We had a big tsunami warning. See, told you.
Yeah.
Imagine the tsunami hit, cheetahs be all out there.
And try catching them. Those motherfuckers are too fast.
Try catching them. You gonna try running from them. You ain't catching shit.
Martin gonna breed them to the bulldogs out there.
Martin's gonna have those chocolate.
He's gonna be a cheetah bull.
Pie dots.
Yeah.
He's gonna have a new. He gonna bring up a whole new thing of chocolate.
He's
pies.
gonna have the fastest American bulldogs with some
You're
spots.
gonna call them chocolate pox. Chocolate pox.
New shade.
I got
Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh shit! I thought I was muted.
Yeah.
I thought I was muted.
Right.
Man, real talk, Gav. I'm glad you're here today.
I'm glad I made it.
Yeah, me too, man.
I'm glad
You know what? Here's another question, just to wrap it up and stuff.
I'm out of here.
No, you see how when you breed a donkey to a horse, usually the offspring is sterile, right? They cannot reproduce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and so even with the was that the liger, the lion mixed with the tiger,
yeah.
they're sterile too. They cannot reproduce. But if you switch it up, if you use the tiger, a male tiger to a female lion, they could produce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how is it that vice versa? Why is it that they cannot reproduce? Is it because the chromosomes, one has more chromosomes than the other one?
No, because I think if that was the case, it wouldn't hit at all. They wouldn't be able to at all.
No, see, Martin's paying attention. He hit it right.
Yeah, but that's for cats and dogs.
No.
So would it be so? Let's say, hey, and this happened. It's been dogs have been mated to wolves. So you have a hybrid now. But
yeah.
But was the mix there? Was it a female dog to a male wolf, or was it a female wolf to a male dog? Will that happen as well?
No,
I know Ernest at Chat GPT right now.
In certain animals.
Well, no, I'm not actually. And
yes, mulas. There you go.
I don't chat GBT.
What about a zebra and a horse? It's called a zorse.
It's a zebra, but it's a zebra, not a zebra.
It's a zorse.
But it's a zebra, not a zebra.
Oh my bad. I forgot you have some.
Yeah.
So like Martin say, I think
it just doesn't make any sense
on the chromosome.
And I'm gonna agree with Martin. I'll be honest, I didn't know that answer.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was like, I don't know.
Well, that's something you just learned. See,
I know. I just got smarter in the last 3 minutes.
There you go. You probably got an extra chromosome.
That's why we run fast, bro.
Sergio just said
most likely wolf to a female dog. Yeah, that affects breeding, too. I think when people are doing their programs, like when they're creating a breed, you're gonna get different results. Like if you do, this breed female, this breed male, and then vice versa. One of them. I can tell you
off top. Yeah, I can tell you off top. Like, in my beginning of it, and somebody even asked me that question. They asked me in the beginning of doing my African bulldog, what is something I learned? And I said, I did it backwards.
Yeah.
I should have taken a Boer bull male to an AB female. And I learned that like doing this breeding that I did it backwards. And I'm glad I learned it.
Yeah. That's just scaring me. That's Ernest's backyard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad that's the situation is something that's happened in my life where I can actually see that's where you got to go back to the drawing board and even things I've learned of even with producing that female with the way I just did it. And that kind of knowing that when I should have this is goes along in them things that you don't do something just because you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. And now knowing what I know twice, I know I have to do something completely smack dab.
I got you.
True. So do you feel
Don't
that?
fuck up.
Do you feel that?
If
Go
you would have
ahead.
just asked me, I would have told you, but you didn't. You didn't ask me.
My fault, man.
There you go.
See what happens when you
What you
don't
say?
ask?
I know. What were you saying, Dennis?
No, I said now that okay, you did it backwards and you see the results and they didn't work out. Do you feel that would you use a different higher quality dog
What do you mean? Which
to
one?
change the outcome though? I know you're saying you did it reverse, but would you switch dogs?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch dogs.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not switching the whole dog, but I'm
Yeah,
switching
yeah.
something else with the dog.
Yeah.
There's another part of the ingredient. Did somebody just bark?
Yeah, my dog.
Just like the black one.
You need to add buzzwords in here.
Hey, hey,
Yeah. You need
yeah.
buzzwords.
So it's kind of like that. Like there's something there that's not clicking all together. So I got to bring something out of it to make it all work better.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
And I'm not going to tell exactly what it is. Dennis, you already know. Cam,
Yeah.
I'll show you in the messenger.
I'll just ask your cousin.
He don't know.
I'm just messing with you. Now you,
He
your cousin,
definitely don't know.
you and your cousin are cool.
I mean, he all right. He almost made me go down a rabbit hole.
Whoa.
Where the homie hit me up was like,
Oh, come on, man. I spot that from a mile away.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that at
I'm not
night
a mod-
with no flashlight.
And I was gonna
Well,
let
I'm
him
not
be.
a-
I was like, man, I
Nah,
ain't even gonna say nothing. But I was like, I can't do that.
Hey,
Yeah,
friends
real
don't
homie.
let friends drive drunk.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
Hey, but if we
yo.
both drunk, we'd be like, fuck it, we good. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we
let's go.
alright. If was a fifth, we all be drunk. You feel me?
Yeah.
You need a DD.
Yeah, I needed one at that moment, man. That vision in this eye wasn't seeing nothing.
Yeah, you need some glasses.
You were full.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I was bamboozled. I was led astray. Hey,
Yeah.
Telling you.
Plymouth Rock landed on me.
Little help. This guy's crazy. That's crazy.
The Holy Spirit hit you right there.
Yeah, you got anointed.
Like, wake up.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know if it was that one. But okay. I think that realization was like, yo, calm down. Calm
Just,
down.
like clarity.
It was, yeah, for real. Clarity right there.
Clarity.
Yeah, it was a lot of clarity brought into that one situation.
It's good, man. I'm happy for you. In Jesus' name, I prayed for you. I was like, you know what? This guy needs something. You just woke up and you're like, it was really just Dennis. Look it up. You gotta look out for you gotta look out for each other.
That's true. But no, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We're in the hour mark. Hey, thanks for jumping in on a Tuesday. It was a short notice, but hey,
Yeah, we switched it up on you.
yeah. So it was
Yeah,
good.
we
If
have to
not,
do
we
it
were gonna miss
sometime.
it. And I know we've been on the streak, being on it. So
Yeah.
thanks for and the viewers for watching and stuff. I know Wednesday is our day, but like I said in the beginning of the podcast, work calls and I wasn't gonna be available. So hey, we did it Tuesday.
Appreciate everybody.
Well, I like Tuesdays better than Wednesdays to a point.
Here we go.
I kind of like Tuesdays better. Hey
Well-
man, it's coming up. It's coming up on February. I can do what I want to do.
Well, man, that was yesterday.
You got
Oh, no.
May.
That was Monday.
But all right, guys. Well, appreciate you guys.
See you guys.
And Train Yard. Thank you for watching, brother. Appreciate
night.
it.
Thanks, Train Yard. All right, guys. Good night.
All right.
Later.
Later.